So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our last series of our Lunch and Learn webinar for this academic year. I just want to thank everyone who has participated in our learning series. And as I have indicated before, if there's a topic you would like for us to do for next academic year, please do so. And I just want to put a plug in for the research week, which is going to be April 3rd through the 7th, which is next week. So please feel free to join the research week. So we're going to give about 2 more minutes before we have Ms. Lucas to actually give us a very insightful presentation on the Office of Continuing and Professional Education. So I see we have a couple people. We're going to wait until about 12:02 to get started. Thank you.
You're on mute.
Trying to get it off. We're going to start in about 1 minute.
Good morning, Dr. Peters.
Good afternoon.
Okay, it is 12:02 and we're going to get started. Hi, I am Malva Daniel Reed. I'm the Assistant Chief Academic Officer for Graduate and Online Education and Academic Partnerships, in concert with Victor McCrary, the AVP of Research for the university. We have put together a series of lunchtime learning opportunities, and we want to make sure that we give everyone that would like to have different topics, please just don't hesitate to send it to me. But today we have a real special treat with Ms. Beverly Lucas, who's the Director of the Office of Continuing and Professional Education. One of the things that's really important is that UDC is a full service university, and there's not a lot of those within the United States and maybe even in Europe. So we have workforce development, we have community college, we have our flagship, we have our law school, we have PhDs, and we have the Office of Continuing and Professional Education. So coming to the university, you can find something that would fit into your educational objective or goals. And so without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Director Ms. Lucas, and she will talk to us about what the offerings are for the Office of Continuing and Professional Education. Ms. Lucas?
Thank you so much, Dr. Reed, for that introduction. Welcome, everyone. I have been the director for the Office of Continuing and Professional Education for the past 5 years. And it's one of the best kept secrets of the university. And I just want to share with you what it is that we're all about and what it is that we do. I'm so sorry. Can you see my screen at all?
Not yet.
We see only the first cover of PowerPoints, Office of Continuing and Professional Education.
Okay, very good.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, for some reason, it won't go to the next slide.
You can send it to Julian. Oh, here we go. It moved. It moved.
It moved, but I did send it to Julian. So Julian, you might have to bring it up. Okay.
Yeah, I have it already pulled up. So
Okay, sorry about that. Our office was established in 2009, and we provide accessible, high quality, innovative, career-specific, and professional development education courses for adults. Our programs are non-credit programs. We use our wide network of experts and community partners to meet personal and professional needs of public, private, government agencies throughout Washington, D.C., and the metropolitan area. And I will share some of those with you. I don't know what is going on. Okay, we did try this out. Okay, Julian, could you please bring it up? Let me stop
Yeah,
sharing.
I'm about to do that right now. Give me
Okay,
one second.
thank you. Technology, tell you. It was working fine. Okay, the next slide, please. Okay, so what is continuing education? People always say, what is that? It is a term to describe courses and programs for adults of all ages who seek further educational, career, or personal development. Okay, again, our courses are non-credit. What we provide is called continuing education units, CEUs. And for every 10 hours of instruction, that is one CEU. Different terms to describe continuing education is professional education, community education. You'll hear individuals say lifelong learning courses, and then professional studies. Next slide, please. So let me tell you a little bit about our unique course features. All of our courses are online, and we also have face-to-face classes. Our online courses are aligned with industry recognized standards, and we have over 100 certifying bodies. So we actually do the training online, and then the individual has to go to that industry in order to get their certification. Our classes are small to ensure personal attention and support. We have frequent class dates. Most of our classes start every month. They are asynchronous. We have highly qualified instructors who are leaders in specific fields of education, industry, and government. Our courses are affordable, and we also can customize courses for on-site for a business or an agency. Next slide, please. This is some of our partners that we partner with, that we have MOUs with, Memorandum of Understanding. This first one is Ed2Go. They provide our online management system in providing those over 1,000 courses. We also work with the Center for Legal Studies, and what we do for them is they go through the training and then they get their CEUs from us and with the seal of the university. We have partnered with Unity Healthcare in teaching English as a second language courses. And we also work with the organization called the Au Pair Weekend, where au pairs come to DC to get their training in order to stay in our country. Next slide. So Ed2Go offers two types of courses. They have fundamental courses, which are 4 to 6 weeks. And then we offer what's called career training courses. And those courses could last from 12 to 18 months. We offer self-paced and instructor-led courses. So self-paced means that for that 4 to 6 weeks, the student paces themselves in finishing all the information all the information and knowledge from that course. And instructor-led means that the instructor leads the student through the course by giving lessons like every week. So it's led by the instructor. Again, over 1,000 courses that we have, and our classes are available to anybody, for students, staff, and for faculty. Next slide, please. So I talked about the accrediting bodies. So here are some of the accrediting bodies that we are a part of, that after the student takes the course, they can go to this accredited body and get their certification. So we have SHRM, we have National Association for Catering and Events, American Information Management Association, HV Excellence, Project Management, National Association of Legal Assistants. So it goes on, and even with Amazon. Okay, Fatma is asking the question, what is the difference between us and workforce development and lifelong learning? Work development and lifelong learning courses are free courses to district residents. So all their courses are free. Our courses are, you have to pay for. And they do not get any continuing education units for the workforce development individuals. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Next slide, please. So why am I telling you all this and why is this important? So what we're seeking to do is to enhance UDC competitiveness and for their experience, because we offer the stackable credentials. It also supplements academic and professional development, again, for students, for staff, for anyone. It is a complement to a degree. So a student can get certificates as they pursue their degrees. And I'm going to show you some of those links. And it helps the students to prepare for the career market and to earn an industry certification. Next slide, please. So what I did was I looked at all of our colleges and then I looked for classes that would complement some of the majors. So for the College of Arts and Sciences, we have digital media classes, early childhood education. We have classes for special education, for homeland security, and for business management. So anyone in those fields could take courses while they're getting their degree, and it will complement their degree. Next slide. For the School of Business and Management and Public Administration, we have courses in hospitality and tourism management, and also in accounting. Next slide, please. For causes even, we have courses in architecture, nutrition, urban sustainability, and urban leadership, and we know that is what causes does. That's what causes represent. So we have some supplements for that. Next slide, please. Even for the School of Engineering, we have computer engineering courses. And even for the law school, we have our Center for Legal Studies. I looked at our community college and their majors. And what do we have that would supplement some of their degrees? It would be legal assistant, again, hospitality and tourism, and also mathematics. Next slide. So even from a human resources perspective, we have courses for supervision and management, for customer service. We are always talking about customer service at UDC, and for stress management. So the variety of courses to choose from is so wide. So I showed you for the student, I'm showing you this for us. Next slide. So what are the benefits for us? One thing that we have done is we collaborate with major conferences and associations across the country to offer them continuing education units. So someone can come to us to say, we're having a conference and we would like for the individuals of this conference to receive continuing education units. So they submit to me kind of like not even an outline, the details of the conference, who's going to be speaking, the bios of everyone that's going to be speaking, and we have a rubric in which we use to decide whether or not that conference will match up for the CEUs, and then they pay for those CEUs. Continuing education, visibility, and it's an opportunity to highlight UDC's programs and degrees. Again, looking, if you come here, we have things that are stackable. Our demonstration of community service by awarding continuing education units. We have a group called the Blacks in Government. They have a leadership program. And again, they do the training and then they forward us the names and we provide a certificate again with the UDC C.A.L. And that's what makes the difference. We have an opportunity to collaborate on projects within departments throughout UDC for faculty, students, and staff. So I'm sharing this information with you so that you can think about how can we collaborate. We provide another initiative aligned with the equity imperative, and we provide a revenue generator. So our courses, they do cost, but the courses are reasonable. They are low cost. Next slide, please. So what's been our strategy? What have we been doing to get the word out? a presentation to the Dean's Council. So the deans are aware of continuing education and what it is that we're doing. We're going to be presenting to the department chairs. I would like to go to faculty meetings just to let the professors know that this is available so that they can share it with their students or for themselves. We are looking to establish a social media presence, and we are going to be working with the Alumni Association. And we are also calling to meet with schools, businesses in DC and the DMV area. Next slide, please. Do we have competition? Yes, we do. Our competition is like Montgomery College, Catholic University, Georgetown, American University. They all have some type of continuing education, professional education, but none of them mirror each other. Even in the competition, looking at what they offer, I did like a matrix in what they were offering. Some offer classes for credit, some offer non-credit classes. So it's a competition, but we're all different. Our pricing is very, very competitive, and our pricing is competitive and it's good. Next slide, please. So I wanted to show you just some of the advertising that we have that we will be putting out. We have advertising both in English and in Spanish. Next slide. And this just to show you what we are putting out to the public. Next slide, please. So regardless of how far you may be in your career, there are courses designed to enhance and further your skills. We want them to apply now. Next slide. Join us. So this is our call to action to you. Join us in partnership in providing credentials for your students or your staff. I'm asking you to browse our website so that you can view the array of courses. You just go to udc.edu/CE and you will see what we have to offer. I would like for you, if you could, to facilitate a meeting or information session to learn more specifics about the courses. Of course, I want you to ask questions because I want you to be familiar with what we have to offer. And then to help us to facilitate the networking amongst departments. So I'm asking you to please spread the word. Next slide, please. You can contact us. Again, I'm Beverly Lucas. I'm the director. We have a coordinator, Chioma Aparaji. And then there's Eddie Joe Williams, our project assistant. And that is our contact number.
Ms. Lucas, a question. If students are interested in this, can they use their financial aid to pay for the courses for continuing and professional education?
That's an excellent question. They cannot, because we are not for credit. They cannot use any of their financial aid for any of the courses.
Okay. And as a part of the different types of certificates and certifications that you offer, what's the length of time of some of the offerings that you have?
Well, we have the fundamental courses, which are 4 to 6 weeks. And then we have our career training programs that are 12 to 18 months.
Any other questions you'd like to ask Ms. Lucas? Right, so
There's a
Ms.
question
Williams?
in the chat.
Okay,
How are these programs different from workforce development courses?
she did answer that question earlier.
I have a question. How much are these courses? Is it the same price like we have at UDC or different price?
Different pricing. So the 4 to 6 weeks courses are usually $125, $115 for the 4 weeks. But when you get into like phlebotomy or medical coding and assistant, it's about $2,000.
Okay. And for staff or anyone work here, it's still going to be cost money, or it's going to be without money?
It costs money.
It costs. Okay. Good. Okay.
Yeah, they all cost.
So what has been the most challenging thing that you have found in promoting the offerings of the continuing and professional education office?
Well, what's been most challenging is getting the word out. I can tell you that during the pandemic, we increased 110% because everybody was home and everybody was looking for something to do. So while other things, how can I say this? While enrollment was going down, for us, it was going up.
Thank you. Are
And
there any other questions?
Yeah, do you have a website that we can visit?
Yes, see right down at the bottom, you just go to UDC and then /CE
CE?
for continuing education.
And do we know where it is exactly on the website without the CE? So is it under academic?
Yeah, if you look up under academic, you should see at the bottom of there, at the bottom of the drop down, it should say continuing education.
Got it. Thank you.
curious question, Director Lucas. So for these continuing education credits, is this something that you could work to partner with DCPS, knowing that a lot of those instructors and teachers do want to expand their palette into some of the coursework that they're doing as well?
Yes, yes. We have different
Thanks.
people to contact us for continuing education for teachers. That has to be for credit. If they're taking some of our classes, it's just for their professional development, but it doesn't fulfill their requirement for continuing ed. But we're working on that part.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
All right, are there any other questions? Great. Ms. Lucas, I want to thank you so much for sharing this with our community, because I don't think, as you indicated at the beginning of your presentation, a lot of people don't know that we have this as a part of our offering. And I know that your goal is to continue to provide these opportunities that students can, as you indicated, stackable credentials that will enhance not only their BAs or their master's program, but also even their PhD programs that we have. So I just want to say thank you so much for sharing this. The recording will be available on our website. So please feel free to listen to all of the Lunch and Learn webinars that we've had throughout the year. And I want to give a shout out to our partners in C.A.L, the Center for Advancement and Learning. This year we did something a little different. We actually partnered with them in offering the educational presentations of our Lunchtime Learning, which is always on a Tuesday from 12 to 1. Actually, we will have one next week from 12 to 1 during the research week. So please join us for that one. But I just want to say thank you. And again, this service is given to you as an add-on to information that you would have. We usually concentrate on publications and research, but if there are other topics that you would love for us to put into this short little webinar, please feel free to do so. And we would love to make that offering. Again, this will be our last official Lunchtime Learning on our schedule. We do have one as a part of Research Week next week. But again, I want to thank you all for participating and C.A.L for being a partner with us for the academic year. It has been fantastic. So thank you, everyone. I want to give you back 36 minutes in your day. So use them wisely. And I want to say thank you again and have a fantastic day. Ms. Lucas, do you have any parting words?
Yes, just help us to get the word out.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, everyone, thank you and have a
Yeah,
fantastic
bye-bye.
rest of your day.
Bye.
Thank you.